guys set up on a blind date?
Is that the end of your story? I'll tell it from my perspective. So I had an FHE father who had been setting up my roommates with different people. And so I broke up with somebody and I wanted him to set me up with somebody. And we went through his Facebook friends one time, and it was annoying because I didn't really want to sit and go through his Facebook friends. And so then 2 days later, I got an email from him telling me to look at his friend Ben Thomas. And so I went and looked, and he was none of the features that I told him I liked. But it didn't matter. Like, it wasn't like I was just surprised, like, because really I care more about personality. So I told Tyler that he could give Ben my number. And so then Ben's texting me, which I find out later. So I'm just like, this guy is texting me and he's not asking me on a date, and he's just trying to chat it up with me. And I'm like not having it. So I was like texting him back like a day or two later. It was just annoying. And later I found out it was because it was this other kid actually texting me for Ben, who I didn't, like, would never date, like, that I did not like. And so then finally Ben, like, asked me a week later, like, so do you want to go on a date? And it's actually Ben texting me. And I said yes.
Well, I picked her up.
Oh, and he opens my door, and I get in the car, and we drive to Cafe Rio, and, like, it's, like, silent. Like, that's, like, awkward silence, and I hate that.
I thought it was going great the whole time.
So we get to Cafe Rio, and we finally get our food, and we sit down. So then we have to start, like, talking, but we're kind of eating, and we asked, like, a few, like, of the basic questions, and then we finally came to something that we both, like, had in common, because most of the answers we were both very different. And we talked about movies we both like, music I think that we like, and snowboarding, that we both snowboarded. And so that was good. I was like, okay, like, this is going better.
I was gonna take her home after that, but I was like, we still have some time. Yeah.
Like, I think I said something like, do you have to go to bed at a certain time? Because it's like 8 o'clock and I'm going home after a date. And I was like, I could probably go out and do more.
She had talked about riding, like, talked about little, like, penny horses. You know, like little horses that you put a penny in and, like, ride them. So we were, like, gonna go to her apartment, and I was gonna drop her off. But then I was like, yeah, let's go to one of those. So we went to Walmart to try to find one. But they didn't have any. They just had, like, this ice cream truck. So we stuffed ourselves in this ice cream truck. So then we went to the park that was by Walmart, and there was a huge swing, and there was a pond, and we talked on the rocks by the pond.
I really liked when we sat at the pond on some really cold rocks and just, like, talked. I really felt like it was good. Like, I had this spontaneous fun night with this kid that started off really bad, but we actually, like, talked, and I felt like a little connection. I think our hands brushed or something while we were at the park, and it was like, you know, sparks. And so, yeah, it was good.
My favorite part was during the date, she kept saying, like, that's worth 10 points. Like, stuff like that. I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
And so like, she was just kind of, like, thinking
Like,
about
teasing
these
it
points.
and adding up points.
So
Like,
we're adding up these points. And then at the end of the night, I was like, how many points for another date? And so we tallied up my points down. I was like, you know, like 62 or something. So she's like 63 points. And I was like, okay. So I have to get another point. She's like, yeah, you'll get another point. But then I left. I didn't get that extra point. So I went to the store and I bought some flowers. And then I wrote a little note that says, I hope this is worth 1 point, and left it on her doorstep, and then went home.
yeah.
The first question is, what is your favorite thing to do together?
Watch TV shows.
Probably go snowboarding.
Who was Haley's childhood best friend?
The best friend was Jessie.
Let's just say Jessica.
What is Ben's biggest pet peeve?
When I scrape my teeth on my fork when I'm eating.
When people say across instead of across.
What is Haley's Cafe Rio order?
It's a pork burrito, easy on the black beans, easy on the rice, with easy on the mild sauce, smothered easy on the sauce still.
Pork burrito with mild sauce. And light on the rice and beans. And light on the sauce. Mild sauce, did I already say that?
Who's your celebrity man crush?
Mine? Hugh Jackman.
Oh, Christian Bale. No, wait. Well, yeah.
What is your least favorite food?
My least favorite food? Mushrooms.
Fish.
What is Ben's favorite movie?
Warrior.
Warrior.
Your favorite article of clothing that you own?
Like one specific
Yeah.
piece of clothing.
Uh-huh.
Gym shorts.
Which pair?
The red ones.
Basketball shorts. His like red and black ones. He wears them so much.
Who wears the pants? Who texts more often? Who is a better cook? Who said I love you first? Who has better taste in music? Who eats more? Who wants more kids? Who is more athletic? Who has a bigger sweet tooth? Who is pickier? Who has a better memory? Who needs more sleep?